derivatives again. Huh. But now we're doing chain rule with a couple examples with trig functions. We know how this works, but now it just looks a little different when you have to find the derivative of sine of a different function that is just not simply x. But we got this. So here's what we're going to do. I will find the derivative of sine, and then I'll find a derivative of 3x to the 5th power. So the derivative of sine is cosine, but then it's the cosine of whatever inner function you had right there. So this is the derivative of sine right there. And then we know that we can find the derivative of 3x to the 5th power by bringing 5 to the front, multiplying 3. That gives you 15, and then you subtract 1 from the exponent, 4. So it's not as bad as it looks. We know the process, and that's what we're going to do. So put them together. So your final answer is just simply 15x to the 4th power, and then cosine of that inner function right there. After you do a couple of these, you're going to be able to do a lot of them just in your head. Okay, derivative of e, we're used to derivative of e to the x power. Now the x is another function, and the function is going to be sine of x. So we know the derivative of e to the x power is just e to the x power. But now the x is now a function, so the derivative of this guy is going to be e to the power of sine of x. Now you also need to find the derivative of sine of x. And I know it's just cosine of x. Bring it all together. Derivative of that function will finally be e to the power of sine of x times cosine of x. Done, done. One more. I know the derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x. But now, your x is not just x. Your function is not x. Your function is negative 4x plus 1. So the derivative of this natural log function will be 1 over negative 4x plus 1, because your function is not simply x. It's negative 4x plus 1. And then you also have to find the derivative of the inner function, that is negative 4x plus 1. The derivative of a linear function is just the slope, so negative 4. Bring it all together, so you're going to have to multiply them. So the derivative will be negative 4 over negative 4x plus 1. Now, the last one looks funny, but it's so not bad. It's very similar to example 2. So the derivative of e to the power of x is just e to the power of x. But my function here, my x function is just not x function, is x to the 5th power. So now I have to find the derivative of x to the 5th power. Now this one is easy. 5 just goes in the front multiplying, and then you reduce 1 from the exponent. So 5x to the 4th power. Bring it together. So I have 5x to the 4th power. And then the derivative of e to the x power, it's e to the power of x, but my function is x to the 5th power. Ha. All done.